I'm Fleur, and today I will tell you my story. I was 15 when I met a boy with whom I had a lot of firsts, from the first kiss to having sex for the first time. I thought that first sex was just something you have to get over with as quick as possible, because I couldn't even imagine what the meaning of it was.
I don't think that when we are teaching 13 years old how to form a relationship, how to have a sexual intercourse, that he will have it the next day.
Actually, if we would give them proper sex education and talk about importance on sex and about importance of this decision to have sex, people will understand it more and don't have it so early.
Despite the fact that I was almost done with middle school, I didn't know anything about sex. I was completely clueless.
In France, we don't really have sexual education. I think I had a few classes when I was in high school, around maybe 17, something like that, so it's quite late.
And that led to one big mistake: using no protection. I didn't know how anything works, from not knowing how a woman actually gets pregnant to not knowing how to put on a condom. That's why getting pregnant seemed like something that couldn't possibly happen to me.
I believe that sexual education should include all varieties of topics which are presented on our daily life.
But plot twist, it did. I got pregnant at 15. I was suddenly sick for days, and I also didn't get my period. And that was a sign to take a pregnancy test. My face became red, and I almost fainted when 2 stripes appeared on the test. I immediately got flashbacks from poor attempts of sexual education in our school.
Our sexual education at school was non-existent because in Slovakia we do not have sexual education at schools.
I remembered how we barely mentioned abortion and how teachers just wanted to quickly get over with the topic of sex in general. And at home, the word sex wasn't even mentioned.
The sexual education is a responsibility of the school, is a responsibility of the parents, and it's also a responsibility of the government to provide to the young people.
That's why I was lost and started looking for information anywhere I could, on the internet and with my similarly clueless friends.
Parents should provide a safe space to talk about things at home. So it is very important to build a trust with their kids, so they are not afraid to tell them anything or ask them. School also should provide the general knowledge that we should get at a certain age.
Parents, but I think also doctors, like maybe gynecologists, urologists, psychiatrists.
A few months went by and no decision was made. I was still in denial, but then I looked in the mirror and saw my stomach was getting bigger. The whole thing became real, and I knew I had to tell my parents. They yelled like crazy. I was terrified. I was flowing through my pregnancy, crying, feeling constantly anxious, and besides all of that, my pregnancy had to be a difficult one. I was barely passing all my classes, and I was slowly losing my friends because they were so shocked and even scared to hang out with me because of me being pregnant. This topic was so taboo that I was making peers uncomfortable just walking by. Week after week went by, and I had to get to my scheduled C-section because my body wasn't strong enough to bear the baby naturally. And when I saw Isabel for the first time, all the bad emotions disappeared. It made space for joy and happiness. And now, all of my friends from high school are coming to me for advice, being the only person they are comfortable talking to about sex.
And I believe that if kids don't have a good sexual education, it will make them not only afraid, but it will make them suffer from all the consequences that rely from what we're being told in society. You know, that sex is always amazing, it's always pleasure.
I hope I can make them less scared after talking to me, because sex can be a beautiful and enjoyable thing, but only if we talk about it.